Laura adjusted the floral cushion beneath her as the neighborhood book club gathered in her living room, wine glasses winking in the lamplight, laughter trilling over the hum of distant sprinklers. She wore her favorite cardigan, the one with cozy pockets, but her hands remained icy, stirring her drink as the conversation turned to that month's thriller. The women relished dark stories, tales of wives and shadows, but their shrieks never sounded true. Laura listened, lips pressed tight, turning each stunning page in her mind. After, as Emma and Diana stacked dishes in the marble kitchen, a sudden shriek splintered the quiet. Glass shattered. The others rushed from the den, but Laura stood still, hands folded neatly, heartbeat silent as earth. When help arrived, the house was chaos. Blood spattered on the stovetop, a scorched handprint on the oven, the unblinking faces of her friends arranged in an eerie tableau around the dining table. Each woman's expression caught mid-conversation, as if the party had continued without Laura. She dialed 911, voice thin and trembling, conjuring panic from memory. There was a man, she whispered. She'd glimpsed a pale face at the window all month, felt eyes watching her through the kitchen blinds. He'd followed her from the grocery store, ducked behind rose bushes, lingered near the park while she pushed her youngest on the swing. He waited until her friends visited, then struck in a frenzy, blurring through the rooms, unfamiliar footsteps, shadows stretching past midnight. The police believed her. Why wouldn't they? Laura, the perfect mother, the trustworthy neighbor. Mascara streaked down her cheeks in rivers. The officers combed her block for suspects, and found nothing but a crumpled pamphlet under a street lamp, the title washed in rain, Personal Safety. Laura clung to grief with proper composure. Sometimes she practiced her sobbing in the shower, mimicking the television widows to perfection. Her daughters watched her with round, uncertain eyes. Even her husband recoiled from her touch, as though her trembling were contagious. Weeks passed. The headline, "Suburban Slasher at Large," persisted, her face on the news as a symbol of community strength. But details nagged at the town. Neighbors muttered about locked doors and forgotten feuds. At night, Laura heard footsteps echoing from the empty guest room, the deliberate tread of someone uninvited. She locked every window but still woke with the sensation of cold breath against her neck. A whisper at her ear, "We know, we know." One morning, Laura found crimson handprints smeared across her bathroom mirror. Her daughters claimed innocence. The house felt colder. She scrubbed the glass, but the stains bled through anew, shapes almost forming letters, the names of her friends written again and again, impossible to erase. Her husband left. The calls from reporters faded. At the next book club slot, the doorbell rang long past midnight. When she peered through the peephole, no one stood on the step, only a row of muddy footprints, dainty, familiar, trailing back to her own front yard. The empty chairs at her dining table groaned, reshuffling. Somewhere in the dark garden, laughter echoed, a sound she knew all too well.